Hey guys, let's talk about signs that you are in a state of allowing. Now, this is the sweet spot and the state of being that you would ideally want to be in order to jump to your new reality. Once you put out your manifestation and your intentions and your visualizations, all you got to do now is stay in that magical state of allowing, because the more you are in that state of being, the quicker your manifestation will appear in your reality, or the quicker you will shift to the reality that already exists. You'll just be able to perceive it. Okay, so being in a state of allowing is so much easier to talk about, so much easier said than done. It is a moment by moment process. So I'm going to share with you the major signs that you are in a state of allowing. The first major sign, probably the most important, is that you are present. You are fully immersed and engaged in the present moment. When you are not present, you are in a state of resistance by definition. You're either thinking about the past, which you can't change, or you're worrying about the future. And so that is a state of resistance. You are resisting your current reality. And when you're resisting and in that state, you're not in a state of receiving. So you can't receive from the universe. Although it might be difficult to be in the present moment, you might not like your current situation, it is absolutely key that you are, that you try your best to be. Which leads me to the next sign, which is that you are feeling gratitude, like truly feeling it, not trying to force yourself to feel it, but you truly feel gratitude for your current life situation that you are in now. Okay, gratitude is one of the most powerful emotional states of being that you can be in order to change your frequency and reality. Gratitude signifies to the universe, it is done. Okay, in your brain, in your body, in your energetic field, you are signaling out to the energetic field in your environment, to the universe, it is done, because you are already thankful, right? Because when you receive your manifestation, you'll automatically feel gratitude. So if you're already in that state, by law of this reality, your reality must match, right? It's hard to be in gratitude. I know, when you really, really want something and you're like, my life can be at the next level. Oh, my days could be just perfect and magical. You can do that now, though, because you can go there in your mind. You can feel that right now. There's nothing stopping you from feeling that right now. It's just the false beliefs that we tell ourselves that, oh, I can't be happy until this. I'm not going to feel gratitude until this happens. No more putting conditions on our states of being. It's time to just feel it now. Feel it now. And just find something simple to be grateful for. For me, it's that first sip of my morning tea. I always feel just so thankful, and I just really relish in my morning tea. I'm just like, another day alive, another day to take inspired action, another day to appreciate and feel gratitude. And that really puts you in that zone of allowing really, really fast. The next sign that you're in a state of allowing is that you are working with your higher self on a daily basis. Every single day, your higher self sends you signs, synchronicities, omens, whatever, for you to take action, for you to take the next steps in life. Your higher self knows what you want. Your higher self wants you to make all your dreams come true. Your higher self is rooting for you even when you're not sometimes. It's always there for you. It's always speaking to you. It's just up to you to listen. Now, like I say, your higher self's strongest form of communication is emotion, positive emotion. When you feel the excitement, the spark, the exhilaration, You got to follow what your higher self is telling you to do. You could just be doing a craft. You know, you could just be like wrapping a present and you feel that like, ooh, you got to follow that. Or maybe you're thinking about starting a business. You're thinking about, ooh, what would life be like if I started that storage company? Something random. Oh, whoa, you feel that? Take action, right? Every day you're getting it. Every day it's speaking to you. And then if you don't take action in the 3D, you're not sending back the message to your higher self saying, hey, I'm listening. So why would it send you any more messages if you didn't answer the first, right? Can communicate through signs too, through angel numbers, synchronicities. I have a whole section in my Quit Your 9 to 5 course linked in my description about how to start talking to your higher self, like an entire video series on it. Like I said, the primary way is emotion by far. And the last major sign that you are in a state of allowing is when something happens that you don't want to happen, or that you think is bad, or that something doesn't go your way. Instead of reacting and being angry about it, being pissed off, which is like totally normal, it's totally human to act like that. Like I did that for like the first 30 years of my life. So if you're like in that, if that's you, don't even sweat it. Just work on rewiring how you respond when things show up in your reality that you don't prefer. Train yourself to do this instead. When something happens, like you don't get something or you miss out on something, instead of feeling the loss and the grief of what you're missing out on, you're instead saying, oh, was that a bullet that I dodged? Actually, was my higher self protecting me from something that I didn't see? Right? Like, let's say you're trying to buy a house and your finances fall through, you don't get approved or something. Normally you'd be mad because you're not getting your house, but maybe that house was actually infested with mice, okay, and you didn't know. And your higher self was actually saving you from that potential disaster in your future. Your higher self always has your back. Your higher self is always evolving your soul and trying to lead you down the path of least resistance. So even though it could look bad, is it really bad, right? You got to question your reaction, your initial reaction. So now when things like that happen, I'm like, oh, okay, it wasn't meant for me. Because you want to hold the belief that nothing that is truly meant for you will pass you by. Nothing that is truly meant for you will pass you by. And when you hold that belief, you truly hold it, well then when things appear to pass you by, it wasn't meant for you. And you're at peace with it. And you're not reacting to that anymore. And that will keep you on the straight and narrow of staying in a state of allowing, because there's nothing that's going to jolt you off your timeline anymore at that point. Nothing can rattle you at that point. Because you know your higher self always has your back. Your higher self knows. Your higher self's orchestrating everything. Everything is under control. Everything is happening exactly how it's supposed to. Just stay in that magical place of allowing.